Hello and welcome to Radio 4 and a program of sumptuous wit and amusingly light-hearted bantering, chaired by a chap who needs no introduction and certainly carries it off with an air of delightfully intimate fun and good taste.
Speaking as a youngster, I'd like to see something happen of similar magnitude and fabulousness as the Beatles. Do you remember the Beatles?
Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved.
What charming lads.
Tea is lovely, tea's refreshing, tea is such a pleasant drink. That's why I say, Polly, put the kettle on and let's all sit and have a cup of tea. It's lovely, tea, refreshing, tea, it's such a pleasant drink. Tea, so hot and tea, so comforting, that's why I vote tea. Tea lovers everywhere, why not have one now?
Cheers. Also, something I'd like to see happen now that the government's decided that fags are bad for us.
Fags are bad for you.
And I've decided that alcohol makes you feel lousy the next day. Someone should invent a new drug that has no harmful after effects. You can work perfectly well on it, and most important of all, makes you feel permanently fabulous.
First news first.
Now over to the Giant Tool Company in Hampton Wick, where this new drug is being tested on the factory workers and their wives. Our interviewer talked to the shop steward, Fred Plebb. Well, Fred, how are you feeling about life these days?
Life? Oh, I think life's fantastic. I just can't tell you how divine I feel.
And how about the strike situation, Fred?
Strike? Me strike?
Don't be silly.
Just you try and drag me away from my lathe.
And how does your wife feel, Fred?
Fabulous.
About what?
Anything.
And now, friends, a Christmas appeal on behalf of the Bring Back Cuddly Ken to Radio campaign. Yes, ever since my sacking in 1970... By the way, what do you think of my sacking?
It suits you, darling. You'd always wear sacking.
On your radio again comes the strains of Cuddly Ken. Christmas, the festive season of goodwill, love, peace and happiness, and forgiveness to all men.
So I want the BBC giving me job back.
Yes, friends, ever since his cruel demise from the BBC, Cuddly Ken has been living in a rat-infested mansion in the Sussex money belt.
Oh, Lee?
Yes, dear?
Is there any more food in the fridge?
No, dear.
Well, pass me another ice cube. Thank you.
No food in the fridge, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. No heat in the pipes, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. No dough in the bank, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Oh golly, oh cripes, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. My fame is a laugh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. A thing of the past, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. I'm just a poor soul on the door this Merry Christmas tide. Can't even afford a good backing. Yes, here I am, a dejected ex-star, cast out into the cold. What is to become of me? I had the British public eating out of my hands. When I said,
Hi, folks. This is Cuddly Ken.
the world listened. When I played a record, it stayed played. Oh, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. From radios 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 as well.
Miss Pringle.
Yes, sir?
Take a letter to the American President's Secretary.
Certainly, sir.
Yes, sir. I have learned to live with hamburgers, Vietnam, laughing, and the atom bomb. But this is too much.
If it does not cease forthwith, I shall be forced to cancel my subscription to Zany Movie Monsters magazine immediately, and I'd like that in triplicate.
Certainly, sir.
What is the station the nation is yelling for more? There's no denying the station is Radio 4. Keeping up the good work, I could listen for days. Serials and concerts and plays.
Hello there. Does your radio sound like it's been strained through a wet sock full of kippers?
Or does it sound like the announcer's got a mouthful of sump oil?
Well, folks, you can cure this situation by tuning in to VHF.
Capital, 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 capital.
Capital is London's only 24-hour stereo station. Can you dig it?
Roger Scott from 3 to 6 is highly recommended. He loons about like mental up until the show is ended. He's a groovy guy with a very good eye for picking all the hits, and he goes...
In my years on Radio 1, I tended to be nervy, irritable, noisy. But the thing is, coming off it and appreciating the more wider spectrum of radio, it tends to slow you down so that you get terribly relaxed. And subsequently, you start appreciating the quieter forms of music.
Up on the BBC, there's lots of fun for you and me. On the radio, on the turntable, we try to play the best that we can find. Inside the portals of the Beeb, there is a considerable collection of music and plays and a vast assortment of tunes and fiddly bits of things that you can stuff right up your lug hole if you like.
On to the next.
Thank God for the good old British BBC. How could a chappie ever anti such me?
Yes, quite right.
Here's 3 cheers across the nation. Here's the wheat for celebration. Dear old Paul is 38, and here's a tune he wrote that's great. In fact, it's fantastic.
Well, it's not fantastic, but it's good enough for me, you know.
Yeah.
Because the world is round.
Mind you, we used to have real stars as well as all these invented ones. I mean, we used to have big international numbers flying in from all over Los Angeles, Las Vegas, etc., just to be on my cuddly show. I mean, one day we had Harry Nilsson come in. I mean, he was a big star in this. He seems to have faded away a bit now. Deeply talented man, did lots of hot records. And he did one, which I got the backing track of and snipped it into a loop. So it just went like that over and over again. And I surprised him with it live on the air. I said, Harry, yes? I said, we've got a piece of music here and you're going to sing along with it now! And he did, live, and all in perfect harmonies and hit every note right on the nail.
And now, Harry Nilsson.
La 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 la. La 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 la. She wakes up, she finds herself sleeping next to no one. She cries out, won't somebody listen to her story? She fights her tears away, then prays for no more sorrow. She looks down at her feet, my God, they sure look dirty. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Great. Well done, Harry.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Hello?
Hello, 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 goodbye.